Hey YouTube, my name is Eve the Weave. Like, share, and subscribe. As you all know, tonight, Tamar Get Your Life aired tonight. And I want to do the reviews for Tamar Get Your Life because we all know David already came out with his whole restraining order and he's spoken. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later on. But I really want to watch this little Tamar Get Your Whole Life thing because I want to see what this lady, this dream lady, is gonna have her talking about. Mona Scott is gonna be her manager. I got my daughter here, Mahaya. She's sitting here with me. We gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna air out none of the I'm not gonna put the audio from WeTV because I don't want no copy strike. So we're gonna be pausing it and going back and forth and going through it segment by segment. But already Mona Scott Young being her manager already got me already fucked up. I'm so serious, Mahaya. Mona Scott already being her manager.
It's messy already.
Got me already messed up. It's already messy right there because Mona Scott is in it. Remember when Mona Scott was escape manager and they did it on WeTV?
It was messy then.
Is she still a manager? I gotta look that up because right already off the gate she going to meet Mona the first episode.
Right.
Come on now, come on, 5. Like I said, my name is Eve the Weave. Like, share, and subscribe. I gotta do this with my daughter because I don't know who else to preview this with because she be seeing little things that I don't be seeing. So let's just watch this. Let's go. Already when she started out with Mona Scott, I already knew it was going to be messy. I already knew it was going to... We didn't even get the commercial break, and I already got to pause it already because this is Mona Scott. Now, they sitting here talking about Vince and how Vince had Tamar like she was saying that Vince was a little bit jealous and stuff like that. And how she never worked with no real producers, how she never really had to really go in the studio or none of that. Everything was at home, so she never really had to sing in front of nobody. So already we talking about Vince, we saying his name, we not scared to say his name.
Right.
We not saying my baby father, we saying his name.
We also showed a picture of him in the intro.
Right, he was in the intro, so they already, He must, yeah, somebody's collecting a check, Mahaya. Somebody is definitely collecting a check. I know damn well Vince ain't say, go ahead, y'all can talk about me.
Right. He was collecting a check more than a title entanglement.
Right.
Like, okay.
He collecting the check. David's collecting the check. I feel like everybody's collecting the check here.
Right.
I don't understand. But we gonna let, especially Mona, let's continue. Now, let me just say this. Me and my daughter already watched this. So now we watching. I recorded it. So I can pause it when I feel like it and speed it through the commercials. So this won't have to be a super long video. But now her and Mona's having a heart-to-heart and how she's talking about this is going to be her first time working on her album by herself. And, Tamar got that raspy voice like she's going to cry. And everybody has red eyes.
No tears.
No tears. Nobody has no fucking tears. And I don't understand. No, I'm going to show y'all her face. No tears. She looks like she wants to cry.
What did
she wants to cry.
What did New York say? She's crying from the inside. Her
heart
is crying from the inside.
Right,
it's an
right.
Inside cry.
It's an inside cry going on. I don't understand.
But you want to know what I can say? Nobody can't say, like, why is she just now coming out about the David thing? Because look how long it took for her to speak on Vince now and saying what he did and how controlling he was now. She's just now saying that. How controlling, like, the way she just said a couple of minutes ago. he was very controlling. That's why it made me so shy. I used to record in the house. She's just now speaking on that. So nobody can say or come at, oh, okay, well, why is Tamar not really speaking on anything of her issues now? Because you could tell she's just an inside person. But I guess she's trying to be on the outside. I'm not too sure.
But my thing is, because now I'm starting to think that that whole thing was for today. Because I did not realize, with everything coming out the way it did this weekend, I did not realize that this show was coming on tonight. The only time I realized this show was coming on tonight is when I turned on the TV earlier today.
Because it had so many dates.
Right. And they kept pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. And here we are to today. But I did not know this show was coming on tonight at all. I was actually looking for something else totally different. Like, I was looking at Marriage Boot Camp, Secrets Revealed, before this came on. It comes on the same channel. So I'm starting to just think that everything is for promo. Everything is for promo now. Because it's just weird. And you know the Braxtons is going to come on right after this go off. That's just how it was with her and Vince. It's the same shit. But we're going to see what this whole series reveals, because I believe it's going to reveal a lot of bullshit. See, where they think it's going to reveal something else, we the people are going to sit here, dissect it, pause, stop it, and talk about it. And we're going to see something totally different that they don't want us to see. And it all starts out with the lady with the dreams, but we're going to get to her in about a minute. Say that one more time.
It's the face.
But her face, right?
Right here for me. Because it's like, I want to cry. I'm not crying. But I want to show y'all that I'm crying.
I can't.
I love Tamar, but I cannot take her serious.
My makeup is popping. I cannot. But that beat, let me tell y'all.
Face is beat
that beat is so. I don't think I would cry either.
Get to the blush. Get to the highlights.
Right. She got a little finger wave, get up going on, and with the okay, little shortcut popping with a little hoop earring action.
She got the bang.
Yeah. Right. So I don't think she wanted to try to cry, but it didn't happen. Right? How you want to try? Like, bitch, I want to try to cry, but I can't. Why not? Because I can't. Why not? Even Mona had like some red. Let me see if I can get Mona's face real quick.
It's just like, okay, if you don't push one tear out,
if you don't push a tear out, I'm not pushing one out, bitch. If you don't push a tear out, I'm not pushing the tear out. If you don't push one out, I'm not pushing one out.
She's looking like I'm trying to understand
I'm
you.
trying to understand. I cannot. I cannot do this, Tamar.
I can't relate.
I cannot.
Oh my God.
So basically, Mona Scott is going to be managing Tamar in her music career. Because as we all know, Tamar does not have no manager. She doesn't even have a record label, I don't think. So my thing is, though, like I said, with the whole Escape thing, when she managed Escape, it was kind of weird to me, too. I didn't like I don't know. I can't say I really liked the way she managed Escape to me. I don't know. I just don't know. I liked it, the show, for what it was, but I don't know. I gotta see what she gonna do for Tamar. You understand?
Besides just TV.
Yes.
What else?
Yes. I'm talking about the album. I'm not even talking about TV.
Right.
Tamar is TV all by herself.
I feel like with Escape, it was just TV. What did it process after that?
Right. I don't see nothing else going on with Escape after the whole TV show and the album dropping. And Candy not being a part of that album. Because that's exactly what happened.
Right.
So I don't see where this is gonna go. I wanna see how long she's gonna be her manager. And we're going to get into everything that was going on Instagram, because Tammy posted about the show, and she was promoting the show, and she was talking to Tamar, and one of the comments said, well, you promoting the show, and Tamar's not even promoting it, and everything that she's going through. And we're going to talk about that later on, but it was on T-Serve Cold. But now we're about to get into the part with David and the whole Taco Tuesday, because we all know that Tamar likes to host Taco Tuesdays at her house. Yeah, I seen it on YouTube, and we seen it on Instagram too. Tamar likes to cook. Tamar had a whole little cooking thing going on YouTube and Instagram, and it was like fun. She likes to cook. Tamar likes to cook. She likes to have get-togethers, and she likes to invite people over. She likes to have a good time. So we're about to get into that segment of the show right now.
Finance guy, right? But it was important for Tamar, and I'm a big part of her life, so that's why I'm here. I'm here for Tamar.
Why did I meet Mona today? Like, it's been a long time since I've like.
You trying to rewind it?
My thing is, he said he's into finance and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I remember when she first started dating David, and this was during Braxton Family Values, and she used to have him like in the background, and his face used to be blurred out. I remember at one point we never used to see David because of his job, X, Y, and Z. Now today, I was on Mob Radio when we was talking about David, and Millie got into, he graduated from Harvard at a young age. Like, this man was already a billionaire in his early 30s. So, my thing is, though, if what changed all of a sudden? He talking about he got to be here for Tamar. So what changed with your job situation? Do you still do your job, or you took a leave from your job, you quit your job? Because I remember the Tamar used to say, oh, David can't really be in front of the cameras like that because of his job. Then all of a sudden he started creeping out slowly but surely. We started seeing David. Or whatever. The last time we seen David was on Braxton Family Values when they went away for Tamar's birthday. You remember that one?
Yeah.
And they had to fight at the table?
Yeah.
Because the other sister got proposed to on her birthday vacation trip. And Tamar felt like, it's my birthday.
Right.
That's when we really started seeing David. But we never used to see this man before. And to me, it's kind of strange for him to all of a sudden want to be on reality TV. I don't care how much money a nigga got. That don't mean he don't want to be on reality TV.
First off, in her words, he's now being seen. That's exactly what she said.
Right.
He's not being seen.
Right.
So, and then another thing is when he's speaking to the camera about, okay, I want to be part of her journey now. This is what she wanted. He's not even looking directly in the camera.
He's not looking directly at the camera, and that's the scene I was looking for. If I can show everybody exactly what we're talking about, because I don't want to. He's not even looking in the camera when he's talking about that.
No eye contact.
He's not showing no eye contact.
And that to me is a big deal.
This is exactly what we're talking about. He's saying how he got to be there for Tamar in this segment right here, but he's not even facing the camera. And he's not facing the camera. He's facing the camera up until this part right here, where he's talking about he got to be there for Tamar, and it's this, that, and the third. This man is not here for Tamar.
Right.
This man is not here for Tamar at all. I don't believe that he's here for Tamar. I believe he's here to be seen. And people may not want him here, that he may be here to be seen, but just because he's a billionaire, just because he accomplished a lot in his life, that don't mean that he don't want to be on reality TV.
Right. Because she said that sometimes a man walks into your life to help you. To be there for you.
Right.
To be there for you emotionally.
Right.
And she didn't agree that David was neither. She just said, nah, and David is here and he's being seen.
Right.
So that to me was actually what really stood out to me, because that's exactly what he's about to do.
Right. He's about to be seen.
Right.
He's definitely about to be seen. He's definitely about to be seen. That's why I cannot wait until next week. We not even all the way. We're not even halfway through this show already, and I can't wait to see next week's. Because this is going to show a lot.
It is.
And this is why a lot of people shouldn't go on reality TV. Because they can't handle what's being seen. And Tamar did say that he don't like the way he's being projected on TV. So we're going to see. Let's get into some more of this because it's going to get messy. This feels like we are watching her film a documentary. Like a film crew filming another film crew. That's why he came in there and said action. We are watching Tamar film a documentary about herself. Basically, we, the reality show world, are watching Tamar film a documentary for herself. So there's two film crews in the room. There's We TV and there's this documentary. So that's the theme of this whole Tamar Get Your Life thing. Now we going into her hiring this lady for she can analyze her dreams and come up with her solutions and conclusions to these dreams and why she having these dreams. This is gonna happen over the next 6 weeks or whatever. But while it's happening, Tamar can't drink and have sex and that's where it gets crazy. But let's meet this lady that she's gonna be doing all this work with. This lady that she said that she does this with a lot of stars in the industry or whatever, but it's kind of weird. It gives me a weird vibe. I don't like it's kind of weird.
That we're even going through this far.
Right, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Now, Tamar has hired this DreamWorks coach to analyze her dreams and to unlock her fullest potential as she enters back into the music world. So right now, the lady is going to explain what is DreamWorks and how it works and who she's worked with.
Dreamwork is a way for the artist to connect to his or her own unconscious. And it awakens it to enlighten you, to uplift you, to help you reach higher plateaus.
Tell me some of the people that use DreamWork.
Jessica Lange, Mickey Rourke, Josh Brolin, Diane Lane, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, Michael Williams, Bradley Cooper, Harvey Keitel. Is that enough?
Okay, so let me ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
So basically, Tamar is going to be going through this whole DreamWork thing where she's going to have to come to this lady and she's going to tell the lady about her dreams and they're going to break it down the same way basically I'm breaking down this whole episode. They're going to break her dream down segment by segment. The lady's going to write the key points of her dream down, break that down, and then they're going to analyze the whole dream and they're going to come up with the conclusion to the dream and why she had the dream in the first place, which is going to unlock her fullest potential. So basically, Tamar's going on a journey that sounds a little fucking creepy to me, but we're going to go on this journey with her because it sounds a little fucking weird, and I'm scared. I'm fucking scared, Mahaya. I'm scared.
I'm scared too. Pray for us.
The whole vibe of this show is creepy.
Off.
It's creepy.
And pray for us while we dream walk.
Right. I don't even want to close my eyes. It's on some Freddy Krueger shit. You know when you close your eyes, Freddy coming. Freddy, don't get me.
Pineapples.
But I don't really, like, it's an eerie, it gives me eerie vibes, like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like the hairs may stand up on the back of my neck every time we watch this damn show.
I heard about Dreamwalk, but the only time you hear about that stuff is like stuff like with supernatural in it. So it's weird to hear someone saying that they're gonna make someone go through a dream.
Right.
It's really weird to me.
So let's finish watching this segment because this is crazy. Now we looking at the segment where we already went through the segment where she meets the producer Jay White and they discussing what they want from each other and she's telling him her weaknesses and all of that stuff. That was a cool segment. That was nothing weird about that segment. Then we get into the segment where she's with her little squad, her little glam squad, and they in there talking about the dreams and the dream works and the lady or whatever in Tamar's journey. But at the end of that, did you hear what she called David though? She said, "Come on, y'all, we gotta clean up."
Mm-hmm.
And then the other guys, they started cleaning up. Everybody started getting the vacuum. She said, "Yeah, because Daddy Warbucks is on the way home."
I caught that.
Now, Daddy Warbucks, when I was growing up, when you say, "Oh, somebody going on the warpath like Daddy Warbucks," Daddy Warbucks is somebody that comes in like Tasmanian Devil and starts going the fuck off. So, she had to hurry up and clean up and straighten up the house before Daddy Warbucks came home. And I found that to be real freaking, like, boom. See, this is why I like to watch it and then come back and then do the review, because now you catch everything. I caught it the first time, but now I'm catching everything now.
The part that stood out to me is her glam team was, they're joking or whatever, and, they're making jokes like, somebody's going to be single after this. But what really caught me is that when one of her glam team said to her, well, if he's not okay with not having sex for the 40 or 45 days, which I don't remember the lady saying 45 days, but the 40 or 45 days, then he's not the one for you. And she said, period. Now, she didn't defend it like, oh no, I think he'll be okay with it. She said period as in...
Because it is true.
But
if you can't
but
go...
She said, but what I'm saying is she said period as in, yeah, we could get him out at any given moment, as if she knows what it is.
Because if you can't go without having sex with me for 45 days, let's think back to the whole... Okay, the whole... The movie with Kevin Hart, and they had to go... Excuse me, they had to go 90 days without sleeping with each other.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't go with me, the half of 90 days is 45. If you can't be with me without having sex for 45 days, then hell no, we don't need to be together. Because if something happens to my motherfucking body, my nigga, then I need to know if you a ride or die ass nigga. And if you can't hang with me for 45 days without touching on me, on my body, then we have a motherfucking problem.
But the thing for me is, what I'm saying is what he said was true. Like he said, if he's not willing to do that, then this is just not the one for you.
Right.
And
so she's basically saying, agreeing. Basically, he's not going to be the one if he don't agree to it.
That's what I'm trying to say. When she said period, it was like a confirm.
It basically like whatever.
Right.
So now we're about to go into the segment where she's about to tell David about the goalie lady in the DreamWorks project and what she's going to be going through for the 45 days. Even though we never heard the lady tell Tamar it was going to be for 45 days. But in the before we got to that segment, if you read it, it said it's going to be for a few weeks. Mm-hmm. So I guess those 45 days, if you add another 2 weeks to a month, that's 45 days.
But it's like the way the lady said it. She said, for today, I don't want you for this assignment today. I don't want you doing it. I guess they changed it after.
No, but as she's doing it, she can't do none of that. And that's why she was talking about Thanksgiving, because how is she going to go? So I guess she's filming this like right now, like October, early November. Right. So basically she'll be going through this project as she's going through Thanksgiving. Tamar likes to drink her wine and cook. So how's she gonna go through that?
A year ago, basically, because we're not. So this was filmed a year ago, because you're saying that was like around October.
Yeah, November. Because remember they kept pushing it back. So yeah, it has to be filmed like around last year, around this time.
Would this be the same time that she went on Wendy Williams' show and said, "Oh, I spent time with David for Christmas and Thanksgiving"?
Oh yes, she did say that. Yes, she did say that.
She just had like a boosty.
Yes,
body thing on. Yeah,
yes, okay. I remember that.
All right.
And that's when she had the onesie thing on, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the Wendy Williams show.
With clothes, right.
And that was right before the corona. So this is all taped right before the corona hit. So let's get into her talking to David about the whole project and what she's going to be going through, because his response was crazy. Mahaya got something to say. Go ahead, Mahaya. I'm going to let you talk first, because that whole little piece, we didn't even get the commercial yet. That whole little piece where he's talking and they talking about the whole not having sex, That explains the whole lie.
Rubbed me the wrong way.
It just rubs.
So, child, let me tell you. One, he mentions, I am a Christian man, right? You say,
he's a born again Christian.
I'm a born again
and he
Christian
don't believe
man.
in what, he don't think he's going to believe in what that lady is going to have Tamar going through.
He says, no sex for 40 days. I'm a born again Christian. Now, what you saying like that, what you saying like that, you're a born again Christian, right?
Right.
So that means you're a holy man, right?
Right.
So thou shalt respect your wife in her honor, correct?
Right.
Thou shalt be with your wife and stand by her through any journey.
She's not his wife yet, but go ahead. I see where you going.
Thou shalt be with your partner through any journey.
Right.
Right? So, and another thing that stood out to me is she said, but can I tell you what this does for me? Basically, she's telling you didn't even ask me how much important this means to you. She said, can I tell you how important this is to me? You never even asked her, well, how important this is to you. This must be important. You didn't ask her none of that before you already shut her down and said,
but let me just say this.
That's not gonna work.
If you so born again, Christian life, then y'all shouldn't be having sex and y'all shouldn't be, right, and y'all not married. So y'all not even engaged. Y'all shouldn't be shacking up at all. If you such a born again Christian, you just want to have sex.
Right. And here's the thing. You already questioning. Now you're already questioning who's this life coach and
because he didn't meet her yet.
But he's already questioning. You're already on defense mode. What I mean by
right. So that means he ain't gonna like that any damn way.
That means either way. Down the road, when we watch this,
he already said that this is a bad idea.
Right.
He already said that. He said this whole thing is a bad idea. I don't think you should do it.
And he said, I don't know who she is to be saying that. But here's the thing. Like she's explaining to you, your girlfriend is explaining to you, okay, this is important to me. Now, if you like study body language, you look at her body posture, and you already could tell she's nervous about even saying this to you.
Right, right. And I thought you was gonna pick up on that because her whole body language was like, I'm nervous to tell him because I already know how he's gonna feel about it. Right. Tamar already knew how this man was gonna feel about this Goldie lady and her experiment, whatever she got going on. And he feels like he's a holy Christian and he doesn't want to tamper with anything that's outside of him being holy.
But either way, she's doing it, so you respect her for doing it. And you so Christian, she's telling you like it's only for 40 days. Just
I thought he practiced something else before that. I didn't know he was a.
Because she said
wasn't he something else?
She said that on Wendy. She said, you know, my husband he practiced
like a Buddha or something like that. Wasn't he a Buddhist or something like that before?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden he a holy Christian. I gotta go look back at that Wendy, whole last Wendy
she said something
interview
that they studied when she went to go visit his family.
Right.
So I remember that.
So when did he all of a sudden become so holy Christian like?
Again Christian.
He's a whole born again. He did say born again. So yeah, that means that you studied something else and then you became back to being right. So because this is
and
really
his posture was already from the gate shut down.
Right.
His whole with the arms sitting back, his whole posture is whatever you about to say, I'm about to shut it down.
I'm about to shut it down.
So
I'm about to shut it down. You see
body
how
language is really important.
It's very important. I'm paying attention to everything because you see how he told her to rate it, and he said what 1 through 100 or something like that.
He said she said, can I tell you how important this is to me? He said, well, how important this is to me? How important this is to you? He said 1 through 10, how important this is to you? She said 100, and he said, well, I'm 102 about sex. So basically, you're trying to top her.
Right, basically.
But
let's keep going because this is crazy. Well, I don't know. I feel like with this whole setup, Tamar is not used to no pop-up studio. That's just what just happened in the middle of her living room.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know Vince had her set up to where she wouldn't have to leave her house at all. So that means it was a studio built in her house. I remember her saying she had a studio on her property with the old house. So she's used to different things. They just put everything together and they just started singing. Tamar is nervous. She don't like singing in front of people. She already said that. Because she's not used to singing in front of people. To throw her in front of people.
A house full of people.
A house full of people. Cameras, producers, guitarists, engineers. And like I already said, it feel like we double taping, like we taping two different shows. Right. It feel like we taping two different shows. So that means it's two different camera crews. That's the way they making it feel if you really watch it and get into that first part of the show. Because they even showing, when did you ever see they show the filmmen now, all of a sudden, the cameramen.
It says action.
Right, and they saying action and recording, and they got a separate day. This is day one. This is how they making us feel like they recording two different things at the same time.
Yeah.
So that means there's extra people in the room while she's recording her song. Mm-hmm. And now Tamar's voice is cracked. Tamar gets nervous. Tamar's voice starts acting up on her. It happens to many people. We already know she got the throat. When she hums and she sings, she gets it in. So we already know what it's going to be. But the little bit she did hum gave me a little bit of Love and War vibes. Mm-hmm. It did. But, is there anything else you want to say about this segment before we go to the next one?
Nothing much. It's just like you said. I agree with what you said. It's just like...
I think she should have stayed in the studio, turned her back, and closed her eyes and sung like that. Mm-hmm.
Or you got to set the tone. I think they should have did was probably... put it in the room, like her with the engineer.
Like in the bathroom.
Yes.
And she can be in there by herself.
Yes, that's
what I think that would have worked out better for her. You're right. You are so right. I don't think she should have been on Front Street trying to sing. And that says she didn't make an album in 3 years. She wasn't in music in 3 years. Right. So for her to be on TV, filming a documentary, people she not worked with before, like producers and stuff, that's a lot.
It is.
And I believe it's a lot for her. And Tamar likes to be perfect. So that is, I think by next week they're going to have a whole new setup. I don't think the setup in this house, the way they got it being done now, the way she got to sing in front of everybody, I don't think it's going to happen like that. I don't think it's going to happen like that at all. But let's go to the next segment. Because right now we still at the segment where Tamar is still trying to film her song in her house. But I don't think it's going to go too great. But let's keep going. So basically...
Yes, remix.
So basically, Tamar is telling the lady about her first dream. I find it ironic today that her first dream is David's reality. David told a story on his Instagram why he got the restraining order on Tamar. Mm-hmm. He said they was driving in the car and Tamar punched him in the neck. Boom. Okay, he was driving. He called his mother out of all the people. He calls his mother. He found out that Tamar was taping him. He said Tamar was supposed to be taping him. I guess in LA, wherever they was at, you can't do that. All right, fine. Tamar, in this episode, she's telling the lady about her dream and her billionaire boyfriend, Tyler Perry, and she popping off with him in the car, and they are going down the hill in a car. The only thing she didn't say is she didn't say she hit Tyler Perry.
Right, but she was snapping up.
She said she jumped out the car before it crashed.
Right.
Now that can be many different ways. Because remind you, she's having this dream. This is already recorded a year ago.
Right.
Now, I feel like David used this clip and made it his reality in his Instagram. Because basically, Tamar saying she jumped out, but David is saying he got hit in the head. The lady is saying Tyler Perry is a strong symbol because he's a billionaire. He's a strong symbol in Hollywood. Well, David is a strong symbol. We found out on Mob Radio today that David is worth billions of dollars. Do you understand?
But here's the thing.
David threw his fucking... he threw that shit in there from Tamar's fucking dream. Is what the fuck I'm trying to say. So is David fucking capping? I believe he is.
Here's the thing.
Because remember, he already taped this. We looking at it in our time, in our reality, but they taped this a year ago. So now he already know the dream. He already know what's recorded. So he already know what to say. And now we looking at it and what? Nobody's not going to be able to connect the dots. He think everybody fucking stupid?
Here's the thing. It was weird. It's weird.
The whole shit is weird.
No, it really is weird. It's weird that she sees him at the whatever award she said and hugs him, and 5 seconds later they was in a relationship. That's
right.
Weird. And then, okay, it was a person that was watching them, and she started snapping off at the neck. But here's the thing, like, if you already see how David is and how he reacts already to things, I can tell that whole segment with her saying Tyler Perry and the way she mentioned, you know, because I'm popping off at the neck at my $1 million boyfriend. I can already see how that could be a problem, because it's like you're talking about another man and he's a millionaire too. I can already see how that can kind of cause a problem.
Not even you. It sounds like she talking about David.
No, right, and not only that, but the reason why I'm saying that is because this lady's making you do it. Not only is she not making us have sex, but she's making you say these things. Like, you understand what I'm saying? He's already a confrontational man. The way I feel is he's confrontational.
Basically, you think David's gonna say that this lady came between them?
Right. I think that he is going to use that for this season.
He already used the dream, as we can see.
Right.
Go listen to Mob Radio. If you not even, you can go to the Shade Room. His live. He said it in his live. We was in the car. We was driving. Tamar was popping off. She punched me in the neck, and I called my mother. And we was all on Mob Radio like, why the hell would you call your mother?
That's the thing. When she punched you in your neck, you didn't swerve, you didn't stop the car.
Right.
You didn't get out. You didn't, like, you automatically, as she punched you in the neck, is still driving. And in the midst of it, you're going to call your mother. That doesn't sound right. I'm going to stop the car or something.
So we already know that whole story to me is fraud.
Right.
That whole live now to me is fraud. I would love to hear what Tamar really has to say in real time about what he just said on that live.
He is taking pieces of what Tamar did for this show and making it his reality.
Right. That's what I believe he's doing. That's exactly what I believe he's doing. Bitch nigga shit. But we gonna watch this. We gonna keep going. Let's get into the last segment with her talking to the lady and her breaking down her dream. Like, okay, she said the girl in the garden she found out in her dream was an angel. But Tamar missed the whole point of it. Tyler Perry telling her it's an angel to help her because she was too busy popping off at the mouth, and that's why they crashed.
And she said the reason for them slowly crashing is because he was trying to explain.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't hearing him. That's why they did a slow crash. To give her time to listen, but she didn't. Still weird to me, but
the dream is still kind of weird, yes. But people have weird dreams, and then you have to break down what they mean.
I think
so. I understand what this lady's job is to do. I understand what she's here to do. But the next couple of episodes that's coming up is gonna be crazy, because remember when that whole statement came out about David not wanting no man in his house and all that? Remember that? I think I reported about that too. I gotta find what video that is. But I remember that
popping up at the house.
He's talking about Vincent. He don't want Vincent at his house. I remember recording that. I remember doing a video on that. Yeah, that came out a couple of months ago. Mm-hmm. So that is gonna be on the reality show. Right. So basically everything that has been coming out lately is gonna be on the reality show.
I wonder who is David talking to that's telling him that the lady, the spiritual lady or whatever the worker,
I think that's somebody from his side of the family.
But we wonder who they are and what they study and if they're Christian, because you was something else. So who's to say that they all Christian? And y'all automatically guess that this lady is a witch. She does witchcraft.
She gonna be mad at David too now. Oh, I don't know what episode that's coming up in, but she gonna be mad. So overall, this episode was kind of cool. It showed us a lot. I already got the exclusive that he already messed with the dream. So David already told us a little. Yeah, I broke that already. Don't even think about it. I already said it. It is what it is. Yeah, because people will sit up there and say, oh, because I came up with that. No, I came up with that as I'm watching it right now. David took part of Tamar's dream and made it his fucking reality. Period. Exclusive.
Baby.
It is what it is. But I can't wait for episode number 2.
I felt really bad when she broke down and she told the lady to sit back. She was talking to WeTV and was like, "This is not for y'all." So here's the thing. I'm kind of a little bit. It's heartbreaking, but it's kind of confusing because you saying this is not for y'all, but you knew that this was the steps
That you're gonna have to take.
so that you was gonna have to take. So what exactly is not for them? The dream itself.
She didn't even finish the rest of the dream.
Right, the detail of your dream. Is that what you?
She said basically she don't want to give WeTV too much because she already gave them the birth of her child. She gave them where her husband almost died. She gave them where her mama had a heart attack. She gave them every damn thing.
And
so she feel like she don't need to give them nothing else.
Herself.
Right.
But here's the thing, Tamar.
But you on a reality show.
And not only that, but you're one of the producers, so you knew what was going to happen.
But did you see Mona Scott, executive producer up there though? Right.
So you already knew what was going to happen. So my whole thing is, what's scaring me is, who is the angel you probably seen and you probably just don't want to say that part. Because you said it's an angel, but people have particular, like, certain angels that they see. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, certain people are their guardian. Is that what you didn't want to disclose? Or, I don't know. But the thing is, you already knew that this was what you was getting yourself into. You hired this lady. This lady has to go with you everywhere. So you knew that this is what you was getting yourself into in the beginning. It's not like, oh, I didn't know. I thought it was something else. In the beginning of her thing, it's called dream work. So you knew that this was about dreams. And you knew that this was things that you had. She even told you the things that you have locked away is the things that we have to get at. Because that's
but see, Tamar don't want to get at all that stuff because remember, Tamar was sexually assaulted when she was little. She talked about that on Braxton Family Values. She really didn't want to get that deep into it. And they disclosed that secret. And Tamar was upset on that episode of Braxton Family Values. They wasn't supposed to disclose that. And I don't think she want to talk about that again on WeTV.
But here's the thing. You don't want to talk about it again on WeTV, but you made it even worse when you put WeTV and Mona Scott in the same page. All they're going to do is try to make sure they pinpoint whatever problem you don't want to show. They're going to try to show it. Either way. Either way.
I think this is going to be, I don't even think she should have even showed this.
I'm beyond
I don't even think she should have even aired this. I don't even think this should have aired. I have a bad feeling about this whole damn reality show. I really do.
Now I can see why she's not promoting it.
Right.
Now I can see why she's so quiet about it.
Right.
And I think the thing is, when you record something already, you have a contract for it to already come out. You can't take it back after that. So
it's just funny how his video dropped and everybody's talking about it the same day that this show come on, and that's the exact dream that she had, and that little bit of piece is of his reality is in her dream. I don't find that to be a coinky dink. Nothing is a fucking coinky dink. Okay? And that's why I said I want Tamar to come out and say something about that part, but she's not gonna say nothing.
No, but can I ask you a question? You said that going back to what you said earlier, you said that he and her had they had an argument. She punched him, so
in the neck,
allegedly, in the neck, and this happened in L.A. That's what you said, that's what they said.
That's what I guess that's where they was at.
Okay. Oh well, the theory.
He never said a place.
Okay.
But they live in L.A., so I'm just saying.
If it was in L.A. with this, it's just weird because if it is in L.A. and didn't the whole situation with her trying to commit suicide happen in the LA hotel?
Yeah.
But they live in LA.
Right.
That's what's weird.
The whole damn thing is weird. He took Tamar's piece and took that and made it his reality. That's what he did, and he went and got a restraining order.
First off,
he called his mother for his mother can be the witness to the restraining order.
Here's the thing. Not only, okay, you open it up to the world, but let me tell you something. You open it up like this, she's sensitive. She wears her heart on her sleeves, obviously. And sometimes when that man seeing that you that vulnerable and you getting out of already of a tougher situation, some men don't feel like, okay, let's make it right. Some men feel like, okay, she's vulnerable. I can probably get off wherever I can get off at in certain situations. And it's really heartbreaking because she is getting out of a certain situation and now getting into another one that's not going that good. For you to exit out of something into something and
This
it's not good at all
promo run,
either.
this whole promo run and everything is gonna be horrible. This is not gonna end well. I feel like we're gonna learn some horrible things that we didn't want to learn. I feel like a lot is gonna about to hit the fan when it come to this whole shit. It's gonna be ugly, and I feel like a lot of people is capping. I feel like a lot of people is doing things just to promote reality TV. I'm sorry, I can't take it.
I feel like a lot of people don't have her heart at interest. Like certain things I wouldn't do if you are a manager and all, but it's certain things that you gotta be like, okay, no, we're gonna cut the cameras for this one. But this is, you gotta think about it. This is business. They don't really care. But
right.
I really do feel like y'all thought that the Braxtons last season was bad with all that disclosing secrets and stuff. I feel like this right here is going to be the kicker. Like,
this is going to be like the icing on the cake. It's going to be ugly.
Y'all already in the beginning of the show saying that she runs from problems. She shuts down. She's a shutdown. This right here might shut her down for real, for real. Like, this might be
I don't see her coming out and doing anything after this hits the fan.
Oh my God.
I don't see it.
Really, really bad.
I don't see it.
Really
I don't see it. All I can see is her dropping the album. And right now, she can't go nowhere to promote it, so I guess that's good. But other than that, I can't see nothing else happening after that. I can't. I don't see nothing good coming from this reality show. I see nothing. I feel bad. In the first episode, we like, damn, it felt eerie already just watching it.
Right.
Because we already know half of the stuff she already went through. With the whole attempt suicide, allegedly, whole thing like that. Like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And it's going to unpack a lot. And we're going to see a lot. And we're going to break down a lot. You see, I already put two and two together with the dreams and the whole him and his Instagram video. Like, it's going to... And I'm going to put a whole lot of other shit together because this is what the fuck I do. This is what I do. So, yeah. Let's see if anybody else pick up on that dream, though. Let's see. Let's see, because, you know, I'm small. So you got to like, share, and subscribe so I can get big because I'm on the road to 1,000 subs. You know, I'm a small channel. So let's see if anybody pick up on the dream and all that.
Even a lady for the dream that David said did witchcraft said, fuck David. She said, fuck David. Listen, I can't
wait to see that episode. That episode will be crazy.
I don't see him or speak to him again. I hear that. Listen.
I gotta see that part. I got to see that.
The preview.
And I believe he's trying to. This is why he's acting out. This maybe shows a lot about him. I'm telling you. You see how he just stole her whole dream and made it his reality. Come on, come on.
First off, I see how he acted for no sex for 40 days. That man he was very angry.
Right.
So,
for not having sex. So come on.
Sex for 40 days.
Right.
You want to record this journey?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not a good.
Yeah, this is not good. So I don't know. I don't know, YouTube. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. My name is Eve the Weave. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll hit y'all back, YouTube, and we'll see y'all in the next episode next week on Tamar's Get Your Life. Yeah. Later.